Hey guys, it's Archon. Welcome to Inferno Friday. As many of you guys know, I've been playing the Reaper of Souls Friends and Family beta recently, and some of you guys asked me to show off some of the cool builds we've come up with on the stream. Now keep in mind this is just the beta, so a lot of things are going to change. I'm not showing you so much which builds you should be using in Reaper of Souls. I just want to show off some of the ones we found in the first 15 hours or so. They've added a lot of synergy to the skills and the legendaries, and it's enabled a lot of really cool builds. I think once you guys see these builds, you won't be so upset about losing the critical mass and Archon builds. They're a lot of fun, but they still feel really powerful. Now I don't know what the top builds are going to be. Hopefully they're all really close so you actually get to choose which one you like the most. But the thing I like so far is that as you find new legendaries, you unlock new builds. Almost every time I find a legendary that I equip, I change at least one rune on a skill and it changes the build a little bit. Or sometimes a legendary will enable a brand new build. And that's kind of what happened with these Frostburn gauntlets. These have to be the most powerful gloves I've gotten yet. I really think they're overpowered. I think they're going to have to nerf them. The reason is your chill effects have a 50% chance to freeze instead of slow, which is super powerful. It's not actually quite 50%. It still has to go through the proc coefficient. But any spells that chill, like Blizzard or Ice Armor, have a really good chance to freeze enemies, and so you can keep them frozen a lot of the time, which is really fun. They also give bonus damage to cold skills, a lot of int vit, and life per hit. 1452 life per hit is a lot. However, it's not nearly as effective as it would be because you have close to 1,000,000 health sometimes. I have 700,000. I also have some other legendaries that go well with this. This legendary here gives me a 25% chance when enemies are killed by frost damage to release a Frost Nova. We have Azure Wrath here, which gives 18% damage to cold skills and 12% chance to freeze on hit. Again, not quite actually 12%, but it's still really nice. And then any item, or at least a lot of items, can roll plus damage to cold skills. And I have some damage to Electrocute as well because of Meekin's Ball of Hate, which makes it so Electrocute can chain to enemies that have already been hit. So because of that legendary, I actually have been using Electrocute as my main attack. If I didn't have it, I would probably use something like Glacial Spike, because the rest of my build is really focused around Frost. So I want to show you guys the build without Electrocute, and I think this build would work without the legendaries I have, but the legendaries I have really are buffing it. The one legendary I didn't show off is the Loric Signet, but it isn't really doing anything for this particular build. It's just really nice. And then this is an old legendary, but it's still working well because it's all percentage based. It's still multiplying my damage a lot. So I'll show you the build without Electrocute, just a pure Frost build, and then we'll show it how I've been using it as well because of that legendary. So here's the build itself. I'm using Magic Missile with Glacial Spike. It's just a Frost Magic Missile. Comet is just a Frost Meteor. Black Hole's the new skill. It sucks everyone into it. It's perfect with Meteor, and this is a cold version of it. It also works really well when I'm using Electrocute because it increases the damage of the next cold spell by 12% for every enemy hit. So if I hit 10 enemies, it makes the next cold spell do 120% damage, which is almost always going to be Meteor if I'm using Electrocute. If I'm using Glacial Spike, it might get wasted on that. You can see most skills have a cold version, a fire version, a lightning version, so you can really build the entire build around one elemental type. Snowbound on Blizzard is a bit better now. It only costs 10 arcane power, which the original Blizzard cost 40, so you can cast Blizzard a lot, which is nice with this build because I already have a lot of arcane spenders. Teleport with Wormhole just to get away, and Ice Armor with Chilling Aura. I'd usually use Prismatic, but with the Frostburn Gauntlets, you can freeze enemies a lot with this. Arcane Dynamo is nice because you have the primary skill, and Meteor is going to add a lot of damage too. Dominance is a new passive, which gives you a shield when you kill an enemy. Stacks up to 10 times. It's really nice for survivability. Cold-Blooded to get an extra 10% damage, down from 20, but it's still worth it. And Unwavering Will gives you extra armor, all res, and damage when you're standing still, and you end up standing still a lot in this build. So I'm going to try it out on Torment 1. I've been playing on Torment 2, but for the video I want to do Torment 1 just in case we find a really hard pack. I want to make sure I can still show off the build, but it typically works well on Torment 2. The packs that I have trouble with are packs that teleport to me or jump on me, and packs that make me constantly be moving. But we can still do them, they're just it's not quite as effective against it. But that's why we're going to Torment 1. So here we have a pure Frost build. We're doing a Nephilim Rift, so it's just a randomized dungeon with random units. We're going to throw down Black Hole and then Blizzard. Hopefully we can keep them stunned there. And then all we have to do is hold down right click. If it can't cast Comet, it'll automatically cast Magic Missile, which is new to Reaper of Souls. These units are pretty easy to kill with it. Hopefully we can find like a challenging elite pack or something, so you guys can see both sides of it, the good and the bad. But here you can see here we're just freezing them up, burning them down. We got scholarly writing; those replaced tomes. Let's see. Hopefully, yeah, we can find an elite pack soon. I can show it to you, and then I'll show you with Electrocute, and then I have one more Frost build I want to show off as well. The other Frost build I think is even more OP actually, but not quite as fun. I actually hope they nerf that one. Yeah, we can get some big packs of enemies. Let's see, maybe I can aggro some more guys. Not yet. Yeah, it's a really fun build. I say it beats Critical Mass or Archon any day of the week, but it still feels really powerful. I love all the synergy they've added to the skills, and yeah, most legendaries are going to change how you play, which is really cool. I can stop finding dead ends, and you could actually get some mobs here. Let's see. Bring them down. There has to be an elite pack somewhere around here. Oh, can't resist all these little spiders. You'll see with Electrocute it's even more fun because you can really just tear through those giant packs of enemies. Uh-oh. Right on top of me. I'm just going to try to stand here. I do get the bonus armor and all res when I'm standing here, and looks like we were able to freeze them, so didn't have to get hit anyways. Killing enemies fast enough to keep dominance up, so we have that shield. I really like the idea of giving you a shield when you kill enemies. I think it beats lifesteal because you still have to worry about taking damage. You still don't want to lose that shield. So it's not like lifesteal where it makes sense to just jump into a group of enemies. It's still better to avoid damage whenever you can. And yeah, looks like we're not finding an elite pack yet. So I'm going to show you guys Electrocute, and then we can kill an elite pack with that. I don't want this video to go on for too long. We're about to go into the next area here. So before we do, there's no penalty for changing out skills in Reaper of Souls. However, you can't do it while you're in combat. We use Chain Lightning. It makes it so it arcs up to 10 enemies, and because of our legendary, it can hit the same enemy 10 times, which is really cool. And oh, I almost forgot. We also want to put on paralysis. That's really why Electrocute's so powerful with its build. Is paralysis got a bit of a buff. It has a 20% chance to stun all targets hit for 1.5 seconds. With Electrocute, it's really powerful. So I'll show you guys. I'll show you the build a little bit different now. We're going to be able to stun a little bit better. And again, we're just holding down right click. If we can cast Meteor, we can. If not, it'll cast Electrocute for us. And you see Electrocute becomes even a good single target spell. Just stuns those enemies pretty well. Not a complete stun lock, but enough that we can slam some meteors down and we're not getting wrecked. Oh, and we got an elite pack here. Great. Okay. Go ahead. Hopefully we can stun lock this elite pack all right. Yeah, and you can see they're not able to move much. We can really hit them with those meteors. Oh, I'm standing at Desecrate. I'm not even realizing it. See, this guy has what I like to call the Bomberman affix. It shoots out, it's called Poison Enchant actually. But it shoots out poison in all 4 directions, kind of like in Bomberman. He also has Jailer and Desecrate. Kind of an annoying combo. I'm not sure if we killed his minions already or if this guy just has the Loner affix. It's not really an affix, but sometimes they're all by themselves, it seems. Alright. Desecrates are really getting me. You can see, even though I have 2,500 life on hit, it doesn't do a whole lot. Healing's not nearly as prevalent in Reaper of Souls, which I like. Your health goes down slower and it comes back slower, so you really have time to react. I was standing in a good spot for that, but not so much for the Desecrate. Just gotta move over there. And I need some health globes. Let's go ahead and grab those. This build obviously shines in AoE packs, but you can still stun a single target enough that you can they're hitting them with Meteor, which is nice. Got that guy down. Dropped it yellow. Go nab that. And let's see. Let's kill a few more mobs with Electrocute so you guys can really see the beauty of paralysis. I want to get a big group here if we can. See if we can aggro some more people. Ah, here we go. These guys. Oh, and we have another elite pack. Try to kill these guys as well. It's a really fun build. Elite packs like this, it works especially well against. Throw down a black hole, bring them in closer together, keep Blizzard going. You can see between paralysis and our Frostburn gauntlets, freezing them whenever they're chilled, they're stunned most of the time. So it makes Meteor really powerful. And that elite pack just melted right there. Really fun build. So the other build I wanted to show you, I think is pretty overpowered right now. I actually hope they change it. But it has to do with Sleet Storm. Sleet Storm's gotten a bit of a change. The radius increases as you cast it, and I went right past it there. Put Sleet Storm on, and we don't need Meteor with Comet, so let's go ahead and put Magic Weapon there. And you could put a... Oh, I can't change the skill right now because I'm getting hit, so let's just go kill this guy real fast. You could change this to a primary skill for when you don't have Arcane Power. We have enough APOC that Arcane Power on crit, that is, that I'll usually have enough Arcane Power, so I'm just going to put on Magic Weapon. The only time it sucks is on single targets. I'll run out of Arcane Power, so it's kind of up to you how you want to do it, but I'll show it with Magic Weapon. And we don't need Blizzard either, so maybe I'll change that out for Spark Flint, or maybe even Arcanaut to get some more Arcane Power. 2 Arcane Power is not that much, but I'm not going to have time to cast Blizzard that much, and we're not using Paralysis anymore, so we'll go ahead and put on Audacity. Makes us do more damage when we're close to them, and we're going to be close to them. Everything else is the same. I don't need my Legendary offhand for this, because I'm not using Electrocute, but we'll just go ahead and keep using the same gear I have. The mob density in this Nephilim Rift is a little low. The mob density is random in Nephilim Rift, so sometimes you get really nice mob density, and sometimes you get this. Best mob density I've seen so far is probably on cow levels. I'm not going to kill that treasure goblin right now because I'm making a video. You see it just does a ton of damage, Sleet Storm, and it usually freezes them for the duration. So let's go ahead. Use group up enemies, Sleet Storm them down. Arcane Power's not even going down. Kill them super fast. Yeah, I was running with rank kill yesterday with this build, and we were just wrecking Torment 2. I really think they need to nerf Sleet Storm, or more likely just nerf the Frostburn gauntlets. Let's see if we get better mob density in this area. Doesn't look like it. Go ahead, group them up there, Sleet Storm them down. Black Hole really, I think, is the skill that Wizard needed. Something to get enemies all in one spot, so we could just really dish out some damage. You can see they almost immediately get frozen. I'm not going to use the power pylon. That would make us do 4 times as much damage, which is fun, but for the video I kind of want to show an accurate depiction of the build itself. Group them up, burn them down. So yeah, this is just in the first, I guess only about 11 hours of being at max level, and we found some really fun builds. But I think most people would agree this is a little overpowered. It's really easy mode Wizard, which is why I've been using the other build a bit. It's a lot more fun. You actually have to move around, watch what enemies are doing. This one, it's just a face roll. Feels a little bit too much like Critical Mass or something, but again, it's just beta, so they're gonna be adjusting a lot of stuff. I just kind of wanted to show you how powerful some of these legendaries are right now. This elite pack might give us some trouble. We have some things to dodge, and they reflect damage. Not too much trouble right now, though. You see, we're almost keeping them completely stun locked. Let's suck them with Black Hole. Gotta stay away from that Arcane. Uh-oh. Okay. Problem with teleport in Reaper of Souls, sometimes it doesn't do anything. There must be some kind of glitch with it. You can see right there, even if you're stuck on like a pebble, it won't let you move. And because I was just on the corner right there, it wouldn't let me teleport, which wouldn't be an issue right now, so I'm sure they're going to fix that. I mean, it wouldn't be an issue in vanilla D3. So, but we're still doing some good damage to this elite pack here. This is about as challenging as it gets for this build as far as elite packs go, so you can see there's no problem. On single targets, we are running out of Arcane Power. Just not going to be able to cast this non-stop. It's alright, we have to move around a lot against this guy anyway. That reflect damage is pretty mean because I don't have a ton of healing. Bring them up here and finish them off. There we go. Didn't even give us a yellow. Show it off a little bit more. Be nice to get another elite pack. Nah, we've already cleared all of that. We'll go ahead and stop there. But yeah, I just wanted to show you those 2 builds. just to give you guys an idea of some of the cool builds you can come up with in Reaper of Souls. I'm waiting to get some Mage Fists or something else that would give a bonus to fire damage, and then I'll create a fire build. And same with Arcane. I really want to try out all the specs, but right now I've been having fun with Frost because I've gotten kind of lucky with the drops that give bonus to cold skills. I don't think Smart Drops factors in what skills you're using, but it definitely seems like it does just with my luck, because I've gotten a lot of bonuses to Frost skills. So I wish I could have shown you guys some higher mob density rifts. That's where these builds really shine. But stop by my live stream. I'm playing with these builds a lot. I'll be streaming for about 4 hours a day. 4 hours today, and most days I'll be streaming a bit. And yeah, we'll be playing around with new builds. I try to switch up a little bit on each run, so we're always trying out new builds, theory crafting, and these are just two of the best builds I've found. We've probably found half a dozen builds that are really fun, some with energy twister and other stuff. So I'll continue making videos anytime we find an awesome build to show it off to you guys. Before I end the video, let's do our 50 million gold giveaway. Because I'm no longer playing vanilla D3 and probably will only be playing the beta until Reaper of Souls release, and because gold probably won't be as valuable once Reaper of Souls comes out, I think this will be our last 50 million gold giveaway. But I still hope that you guys continue to comment on my videos. I love to read the comments. I love to hear your feedback, and I respond to as many of them as I can. But the final winner of our 50 million gold giveaway is going to be Cam1138A, who is obviously impatient for the release of Reaper of Souls. I don't blame you, Cam, but you've won 50 million gold. If you want it, you can message me on YouTube. You can get it on EU or US, doesn't matter. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I still have a lot to cover about Reaper of Souls, so please let me know, what would you like to hear in the next video? What would you like me to make a video about regarding Reaper of Souls? I'll make sure to read through all the comments. If you guys enjoyed this video, please hit that subscribe button, and I'll have another one for you soon.